Hi guys, so today I wanted to give a review and a recap of a product that I have been using for the last 3 weeks, something that I didn't think I necessarily would use, to be honest. It is a breast pump, the Medela, if you can see it, Medela. That's the brand, but this actually was given to me through my insurance. Given to me, we say, however we pay our insurance, so I paid for it basically. I believe I saw it at Target for $200. Retails from between 2 to 3 is what I've seen. So when I got this, I got it just for in case, plus I'm like, okay, the insurance will pay for it, I'm gonna go ahead and just get it. I didn't think that I would need it. On day 2 of having her here, I started using this. She was not latching on correctly. At the hospital, I was like, yeah, it was okay, but she wasn't latching on correctly when she was here. We took her to an appointment and she had lost a lot of weight, so she wasn't waking up, and I'm a new mom, I don't know, they don't really tell you, I feel like, the proper amount that she needs to be eating. Like when you leave, they just kind of like assume you know. So she wasn't eating as much as she needed to, and I wasn't like aware. So she had lost weight, and I wanted to make sure that she was eating enough and getting the nutrients that she needed. So I actually started pumping since I had this. I just had it as a backup. Like I said, I didn't expect to use it. Like I literally hadn't even washed it by the time she was born. And I was pretty set with a lot of the other stuff. But like I said, the insurance paid for it. Depending on what insurance you have, you may or may not be able to get this pump. I did have 2 options, but I just liked the way that this one looked. It looked more simple to me, and the color, like, I don't know, I just didn't want something that looked ugly. So these are the attachments that go with them, and I have a few up here. This lid here goes up and down. You can detach it. So I have this one actually that detached already. I can show you. It goes right in there. I am not left-handed and I'm doing this with one hand, so I don't think that's gonna work. Put this down real quick. Okay, easy peasy, got it on there. This yellow piece here goes right in there. You close this up. Oh, hold on, I didn't get it in there properly. No, and that piece came back off. Pulled it off. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, got it. So this is what it should look like when it's all set together. This piece here goes right there. And this attaches on top like so, and it comes with a little lip. So both pieces should look like that, and it does, you should be washing it before you use it too for the first time. It comes with this little machine here, and it has there's a connection so you can actually like plug it in, but there's also another one. Sorry, I'm like kind of whispering because the baby's sleeping right next to me. But it comes with another one that you can put your batteries into, so it's like portable and you can use it. Like I used it in the car the other day. Comes with this attachment here. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it and take it with me. But so this little thing, it has this so you can hold it, carry it, but I usually just hold it. Okay, so there's 3 of these. 2 of them are connected together like this, and the other one goes inside of the machine. So these will go right in there. There's little holes right in there, okay, on both of them. I will show you what it needs to look like. Oh, I should have done that from the beginning. Perfect. You want to make sure that these are actually dry. So this one, I just took it out of my sterilizer. Everything's dry except for these pieces, so I won't use it quite yet because I need to take it out and just like stick a napkin in there. From what I've read too, you don't want to really use like towels because towels can harbor bacteria if you continue to use them over and over. So I just use paper towels. Yeah, it's very expensive, but anything for the mamacita. So okay, this is what it should look like when it's all said and done. It does come with 2 of these caps as well. So what you can do with that is after you're done pumping, you take this off. If you don't want to immediately put it into a bottle, or like what I do is I have a couple bottles, so I will pump, and then depending on how much I pump, I make sure to measure it out perfectly in each bottle. Sometimes one of the bottles will have a little bit less. If this is warm and the bottle that I have in the fridge is cold, you shouldn't be mixing the warm and cold. So I will put the lid on it, put it in the refrigerator, wait for a half hour to an hour for it to get cold, and then I'll mix it in with the other bottle that's already been sitting in there. So you don't want to put warm and cold milk together. You want to wait till it gets cooled down. But this is what it looks like when you're using it. It has 4 buttons. So this one's to turn it on. It starts off with like a certain a suction, like slowly, and then like it's getting it ready, and then which is this here. I never have to push this. Then it actually starts taking out your milk. If you want to go a little bit faster speed, you can push the plus sign. And then if you think like, hey, you know what, that's a little too harsh, you can slow it down. But for the most part, whatever speed it's on, when I turn it on is what I leave it on. I don't have it connected, so you can't hear it, unfortunately. But it's pretty self-explanatory. You stick them in, like on, it pumps slowly, and then it goes a little bit, like, it's more intense afterwards. Depending on how much how long you pump, and some people don't make as much milk as others. Sorry, just checking on the baby. But depending on how long you leave it on there, or how much you make, there's a superstition, and I don't know, Hispanic culture apparently not to walk without shoes because you won't have enough milk. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me, but I try to listen to it. Eating oatmeal helps as well. Make sure you're drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, and not being overly stressed will help you in having enough milk. Those are part of the factors to making sure that you have enough milk for your baby. When I put these in, what I read as well, and I swear by it because I've done it before, there was a day that I felt that I wasn't making enough milk. So I actually looked it up. I was all concerned and scared. If you massage your breasts or go into a circular motion while you're pumping, it actually helps too. Thinking about your baby, hearing your baby cry, those things will help as well. Obviously you don't want to hear your baby cry, but thinking about your baby can also help. But what I do is I put them on, and then I'll just kind of you don't want to unsuction them from your breast as you're pumping, because you will have milk dripping down. It's happened to me. So as soon as you suction them on there and turn the button on, you don't really want to move them necessarily. It's after the first the initial when it's starting to pump it, you might be able to maneuver them slightly, but once it's actually going and sucked on there, you don't want to move them because you will have milk drip down. It's not overly complicated. I have them on here. Sometimes they'll stay super suction, sometimes I have to hold them, but when I'm done, I will take this out of both. Kind of hold them this way, and then I'll use a napkin. Sometimes I'll do like that if it's not suctioned properly, but I'll grab a napkin And I'll take this one off, you know, wipe it so it's not dripping down. Afterwards, you know, just take these off. I'll combine them into one so that I can see how much I actually made. And then from there, I will either stick the lid on it, stick it in the fridge till it's cold, and then distribute it into bottles, or I will just automatically distribute it into bottles. But like I said, do not put cold and warm milk together at the same time. This is the Medela. Depending on your insurance, it may or may not be offered to you, but definitely look into it. And if you have the chance to get it, I would. I like it in a smaller compact. There's actually like a bag you can buy, accessory for it to go with. I didn't need it. I didn't want it. What else can I tell you about it? These here come in different sizes. This is a 24 millimeter. This is fine for me. It's not one size fits all, so there are different sizes. There's like 2 or 3 additional sizes you can purchase online on their website to go with this if it is too big for your nipple. But basically, you just want your nipple to be able to fit into this circle here, and then this wider part goes around like the nipple area. Works fine for me, and like I said, depending on how long you pump, depending on your diet, your stress level, and how much you are sleeping. If you need any additional help, just massage them. And trust me, like I went from making 3 to 4 ounces to I can make 8. So, and some people do feel like it is a hassle. I don't. I mean, it is a hassle. It takes some time. However, I think it makes it easy to be able to hand off your baby if you need to, be able to get certain things done during the day. Give them a bottle and give them to somebody to help you. So don't feel guilty, you know, if you can't breastfeed, if it's hurting, like that's exactly what I went through. Then don't feel guilty, you know. I'm still feeding, and some people do formula. I mean, I don't want to do that. I don't disagree with it. Do what you need, as long as your baby is being fed. But I'm still giving her my breast milk exactly how I wanted to, just in a bottle, you know. And I don't have to go out and expose my breast somewhere in front of people that I might not be comfortable around. And I will just usually pump for about 10 minutes. Doesn't take much longer than that for me. So 10 minutes as opposed to having a baby last strong for 20 minutes, maybe even longer. And then not being sure if she's eating enough. Like, to me, this beats it all. So that's my quick review. Just want to let you guys know about this. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, I will leave a link on here and check it out. See if you guys are able to get it through your insurance.